The official patch notes for Season 4 for Modern Warfare have been released, including a bunch of changes to the game, including new maps, new game modes, as well as numerous amounts of changes to weapon systems for mastery challenges, as well as new Warzone in-match events. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like the video if you guys haven't already, and subscribe if you guys haven't already as well. You guys can go ahead and link to my channel as well in the description down below at youtube.com/ProReborn, and hopefully subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. With that being said, let's get into the video. First up, for patch 1.22, there's going to be a bunch of new additions. Most notably, we're going to be getting 3 new maps. The first one is going to be Promenade being added into Ground War. If you guys remember, Promenade in the Battle Royale map is separated into East and West Promenade, so this map will probably be both of those areas joined together in a massive Ground War map. Next up is going to be a new gunfight map. It's going to be called Trench. Obviously, it's exactly what it sounds. You're going to be fighting inside of a trench in gunfight. And last but not least, we are going to get Scrapyard added back into the game with a 24/7 playlist to go with it. In terms of file sizes, this is going to be 32.5 gigabytes on PlayStation, 44.3 gigabytes on Xbox, 45 gigabytes on PC if you have the premium version of the game, 39.6 gigabytes if you have the free-to-play version on PC. Now, as a quick note, they did put out a message saying that the download itself will be large, but it's only going to add an additional 4 gigabytes to the pre-existing download of your game. Basically, they are trying to compress the game even further because the number one complaint about the game right now is that the file size is too large, so they are trying to compress the game down even more. They also posted a handy guide as well on Activision support website where you guys can read about different packages and different parts of the game that you can delete from your hard drive in order to free up space that multiplayer Warzone doesn't use. So if you guys don't play the campaign anymore, or you guys don't play Spec Ops anymore, you guys can safely delete that off of your game and free up probably an extra 20-30 gigabytes without any worry. In terms of Warzone changes, we are going to get a few new modes introduced with this update, being quads, trios, duos, solos, blood money for plunder, as well as a new mode called Warzone Rumble, which is a 50 versus 50 battle royale across Verdansk, and this is basically going to be a very large team deathmatch. Brand new with this update is something called Weapon Mastery Challenges, and this is something that people have been waiting for quite a while now, kind of gonna extend the grind way past getting gold for a weapon or even for Damascus. And the actual explanation for this is that once you get gold for a weapon, you unlock the Mastery Challenges. There's going to be 8 challenges per weapon, each granting their own rewards with 4 player cards and 4 emblems per weapon. You're gonna need to make your way through 2 kill challenges, 2 headshot challenges, and 4 additional challenges that must be done in order to get the rewards for the weapon. If you're actually mental enough to do all of the challenges for all 51 weapons in the game, including getting Obsidian, they're going to get you an exclusive sticker and player card that you can use to show off that you are actually nuts enough to get Obsidian and do all of the challenges on every weapon in the game. In terms of new weapons, expect to see the Fennec and CR56 added. The Fennec is going to be the Vector, and the CR56 is going to be the Galil IMI version that has been teased numerous times throughout Season 3 by data miners, and we've seen all of these images, and people have been talking about the possibility of a Galil getting added in. In addition to this, we will also see these blueprints being dropped in Warzone for the Fennec, CR56, Renetti, and more of the DLC weapons, so we'll probably see some Grau blueprints sprinkled into Warzone. On the topic of Warzone, there has been several changes for the actual in-match parts of Warzone, and I'm going to give you guys a quick little breakdown of all of the new changes to Warzone, as well as give you guys a breakdown on exactly what these are all going to do. We're getting 3 new events that are available in Warzone, being Jailbreak, Fire Sale, and Supply Choppers. A jailbreak is exactly what it sounds like. I don't know exactly how it's going to be triggered, but I'm sure as soon as the update drops, we're all going to figure it out. Basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It brings back every single person into the game. This includes people waiting in the gulag and people spectating, all for free. Everyone's brought back at the snap of a finger. Kind of crazy to think about, and it's going to be hectic. However, I do think that this is going to be a good way to mitigate people from leaving games. There's a lot of people who like to fill into Battle Royale games, and then the second they die, they leave the lobby, they rage quit, they lose in the gulag. So hopefully this will mitigate that if you're somebody who doesn't play with a lot of people and just prefers to fill in squads. Next up is Fire Sale, and this is going to be an in-game event that temporarily discounts most of the items at the buy station up to 80% or even gives out items completely free. Basically, it's a good time to pick up UAVs, armor boxes, or any type of kill streak that is high earning for your team, and you can buy back a fallen teammate for 100% free. Basically, things are going to go crazy once fire sales are activated, and they only last 60 seconds, so it's going to be something that is going to be highly contested. The second a fire sales triggered, people are just going to start gunning it for the buy stations, and this is going to be a way to, believe it or not, make the games go quicker if it goes well in theory, because a lot of people are going to be constantly contesting certain places on the map. So in theory, this actually will make the game go faster, not slower. Last up, for the big Warzone change, we're going to get something called supply choppers, and basically this was seen in Apex Legends. You're going to shoot down choppers from the air, and they're going to drop a ton of loot. The helicopter says to have a lot of health, but it's going to drop high quality items for you guys to pick up. It's going to have 3 UAVs, 2 armor boxes and munitions boxes, gas masks, grenade launchers, and a ton of cash at minimum. Basically, this is going to fully arm up your squad, and it's going to make you a lethal killing machine, and it's also going to give you plenty of supplies to survive the onslaught that is Warzone. Once the update drops, I definitely think that people are going to go all over the place trying to shoot these down, and I think for the next couple of weeks they're going to be highly contested areas. So what I would recommend is have somebody on your squad run a Pila or some type of rocket launcher to shoot down the chopper quite quickly. Unfortunately, in the patch notes, there has been no mention of nerfing the amount of rockets that you can have in Warzone, so sorry guys, that isn't in this update. Last up though, as a huge addition, there's going to be a new contraband contract system, and basically it's going to give your whole squad a blueprint reward, a permanent blueprint reward. So what you're going to do is that as you complete contracts, there's going to be a small chance for a contraband contract to spawn into the game, and basically what you're going to want to do is collect the briefcase that drops, bring it to a helicopter location, and then your whole squad gets a blueprint for deploying the case to the helicopter location. The patch actually has quite a few bug fixes, but I'm going to highlight some of the new additions as well as some of the bug fixes. Most importantly is that there has been a huge change to specialist bonus. Now, instead of just getting sleight of hand after getting the bonus, you're also going to get frangible disabling rounds, frangible wounding rounds, Mo money as a perk, recon, heavy hitter, FMJ, and presence of mind. Specialist bonus just got a huge buff, and if you guys aren't using specialist bonus now, this is going to be a great way to get nukes very fast and very easily in ground war. Basically, frangible disabling rounds are going to be equipped for all of your weapons when you get that bonus, and that's going to make enemies move slower when you shoot them in the foot, and frangible wounding is going to make it so it's going to take them longer to heal up. On top of this, for competitive players or people who play hardpoint, they fixed a bug where neutral hardpoints were appearing yellow instead of gray. They also fixed a bug where players were unable to perform executions or finishing moves on elevated surfaces, which is something that I have ran into myself. And then they also fixed another bug where people could move around before the match actually started. So that's really going to be it here for patch 1.22. Just a friendly reminder to like the video and subscribe if you guys haven't already on the Carnage channel. We just hit 750,000 subscribers. So huge thanks to all of you guys for the endless support to the team. And you guys can check me out at my channel over at ProReborn in the description down below. So hopefully you'll give my content a chance. With that being said, have a wonderful day, and we'll be seeing all of you guys later.